Hello, welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. So, a few weeks back now, well, recently, last week, we had Pablo Hidalgo throwing major shade at Star Wars theory. Just the worst ambassador for Star Wars in general. Not Star Wars theory, Pablo Hidalgo. Awful person you want representing any of your business. Basically, if you're a fan, we hate you. That's essentially what he's saying. And then, now we've got Mark Hamill coming out and saying that the Mandalorian cameo was the greatest thing ever. So we've got two polar opposites here. And it's just such a whiplash, isn't it? And it goes to show you why Disney really needs to curry favour with the likes of Mark Hamill. What a great ambassador. Luke Skywalker. Ever the joy to sort of, interact with. He's here, he likes the fans, he talks to people. He's a likeable guy. Pablo Hidalgo, name says it all. Not interested. No one cares about Pablo Hidalgo. No one wants to hear from him. And certainly, Lucasfilm and Disney shouldn't want him interacting with the fan base in the way that he has done. Calling people out for reacting positively to the Luke Skywalker cameo. Now, I do find this to be absolutely fascinating. This article is great because it's from The Hollywood Reporter, but it also tells the history of Mark Hamill's interaction with other directors. So we'll take a look at it. But basically what's happened here is Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill, has come out and complimented his cameo, saying it's the greatest gift ever, but he's also thrown shade at Pablo Hidalgo. And it's not overt shade, but it's there. It's the timing of it. It's his forthrighteousness that he has. He's very forthright. I come out, I'll say what I want. No one can touch him. He is Luke Skywalker. What can Disney do? Literally nothing. And he has recently, in the past, commented on how Rian Johnson just abused his character and things like this. So we'll take a look, because it's fascinating. And again, it just goes to show, what are you doing, Disney? What great representation of two ambassadors. One positive, one utterly horrendous. So bad. Now, he took to Twitter and did two tweets. One, the greatest gift one, right? So he says, sometimes the greatest gifts are the most unexpected and something you never realised you wanted until it was given. And then he also said, thank you, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, in a hashtag, I believe. Now, that's not the shade. The next one is the shade. But I want to recap some things he's come out and said in the past first. Because, again, pretty important. So he says, I pretty much fundamentally disagree with every choice you've made for this character, he told Rian Johnson during the production of The Last Jedi. A pretty famous quote, actually. Really famous quote. Now, Hamill would later apologise for making his disapproval public, and Johnson said at the time, the goal is never to divide or make people upset, but I do think the conversations that are happening were going to happen at some point. Star Wars is going to grow more forward, move forward to stay vital. Now, his outspokenness is why we can take this as throwing shade at Pablo Hidalgo. So this was the initial tweet. Sometimes the greatest gifts are that. And it is. What a great gift. For him as well as for everyone else. He was on set. He was there. Because he literally said, seen anything good on TV lately? The fact that we were able to keep my involvement a secret for over a year with no leaks is nothing less than a miracle. A real triumph for spoiler haters everywhere. Loose lips sink starships. Shut the F up. And the thing is that you can take... People take what he says with a sort of an air of cheekiness. He's light-hearted. He's having a bit of a joke. I don't think he's actually asking people to shut the fuck up. I think he's... I could be wrong, but it doesn't seem it. Now this, ladies and gents, this is him throwing shade at Pablo Hidalgo. And also positively bolstering Star Wars theory. And it's not just this either, right? Because we've also had the likes of Gina Carano on a live stream praising the reaction and stuff like that. Like, a lot of people have spoken about this and just gone, this is what was Pablo Hidalgo doing? What an absolute joke. So this is the tweet, right? Hashtag no words. Seeing fans' reaction to Luke's return is something I will cherish forever. Their anticipation, seeing the X-Wing, Episode 6 robes, a lightsaber, a green lightsaber, a gloved hand, an ungloved hand, a force choke, R2, was overwhelming and very moving to me. So where's the shade? Well, pretty obvious. Overwhelming, very moving, see fans' reactions, and this comes immediately, albeit a few days, but on the heels of Pablo Hidalgo being an absolute shite. So lo and behold, obviously, in my eyes, this is absolutely shade. Like, it couldn't possibly be anything else, frankly. And everyone's reaction to it as well, it's just so nice. This is the thing. This is why people like Mark Hamill, because everyone's just on. He's just a nice dude. But there you go. Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot else around there to sort of say. He says, I'm a fan myself, so I knew true fans would love it. But to see them thrilled beyond belief with the exuberance of children whooping it up, screaming in ecstasy, the tears of sheer joy. It's a roller coaster of emotions I'll never forget. Isn't that nice? But was also throwing shade at Pablo Hidalgo. I mean, look, he might not be, but I think he is. The mentioning of sheer joy, tears, the fact that he's saying, yep, please react, posting 2 reaction videos, I think that says it all, doesn't it? I think that says it all. So there you go. Mark Hamill, good ambassador. Pablo Hidalgo, near universally hated at this point in time. A lot of people are questioning that he's retired or something like that, because he has it on his Twitter. Even if that is the case, he's still very much involved with Star Wars, so he's not retired. So what do you guys think of this? Let me know down below. Greatest gift ever, and throw shade. So we get 2 good gifts. We get Mark Hamill praising it, sharing videos, but then also the gift of throwing shade at Pablo Hidalgo. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Hope you had a good New Year's Eve. Long live 2021, maybe, if it's going to be any good anyway. So please do let me know your thoughts down below. Give this video a like and a share. Take care.